welcome to Access Mobility. So this week we have our guest here named Sashi.
Hi.
Hey Sashi, so tell us what you do.
So I am a programmer and I work for a company called Ingenia. And basically my whole day I'm sitting down in front of the computer, typing away, making programs, and that's basically it.
What kind of repetitive motions do you find yourself doing throughout the day?
I do a lot of typing, so my wrists and my hands are like this all day, and they're, I guess, overly stretched. And then I find myself sometimes, because I have neck pains because I'm leaning over to get closer to the screen, I get strains here, so I'm always constantly doing this to my shoulders and my neck a little bit, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So throughout the course of this podcast, we're going to show you some exercises to help, some stretches to help, and some self-massage techniques to help reduce any tensions and adhesions that you have in your system. So as office workers, the big three that we're very often looking at is going to be the QL, the erectors, and the wrist extensions. But one that we definitely don't want to forget is for pec major, attaching on the sternum in the proximal third of the clavicle, as well as inserting onto the humerus. So like you mentioned, your arms are very often elbows out.
Like this.
So the anatomical term for this position is internal rotation of the shoulder. So whenever we're causing internal rotation of the shoulder, we can get a buildup of that tension inside the pec. So the big muscles that we're going to help you work on today are going to be the pec, the extensors, as well as the low back, QL, and erectors.
Cool.
Awesome. So let's get to it so we can show you how to realign your axis.
Awesome.
I'm going to be showing you a self-massaging technique that you can do at home. So all you really need is a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, and what we're going to be doing is putting this ball in between your scapula and your spine. So just like this, and I'll show you now. So what we do is we go here, put the ball, we squat down just a little bit, the ball right in the middle, and then all we do is go up and go down. So I'm actually going to ask you to do it.
Sure. That's no problem.
So you can just come over here.
So I place the ball
Right over here, squat a little bit, and then go up and down.
This provides a great release for the rhomboids as well as the levator scap.
Yeah, I do feel it.
Okay, so the next one is going to actually be the extensors. What we're actually going to be doing is taking the ball, putting on the muscle belly of the extensors, and putting it against the ball, against the wall, just like this. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling it down, and we're going to find a muscle that hurts. What we're going to be doing is just extending and releasing your wrist. So do you want to try?
Sure.
Do you want to try that? Perfect. So just over there. Perfect. And then roll it. And right when you feel some untightness, you're going to extend and release your wrist. Perfect. How do you feel?
Pretty good. I can feel the pain.
So I'm going to show Sashi here a series of exercises you could do for your shoulders, just to bring that posture back. So this is something you could do at the office while you're sitting on the chair. You could grab something very light like a bottle or 2 bottles. Doesn't matter, you could do one set at a time if you only have one. So we'll do 2 this time. So very easy, just keep your back straight, just bend over a little bit, hinge at the hips.
Okay.
Yeah. Push the butt back, hinge at the hips, keep your back straight. It's about 45-degree angle you want it for.
Right.
So from there, just keep your arms down. Now before you do this exercise, I want you to bring your shoulder blades together. And now this is going to stay that way for the entire series. So from there, all you have to do now is just pretend you're forming a Y with your body.
Okay.
Exactly, just like that. Just do it a couple more times. Yeah. Now next, you're going to pretend you're forming a T. So, hips like that. So you should be feeling these muscles on
Yeah.
the shoulder contracting.
I can feel them already right now.
Good. Now the next one will be to form a W. So you're going to be like here, and then just like that.
Okay.
That's it.
This series is amazing for the rhomboids, the levator scap, and the rotator cuff muscles to stabilize and support. So for the stretches that we have for you particularly is going to be pec stretch as well as an activation for your erectors and your back muscles. So firstly, we're going to start with the pec stretch. So standard pec stretch, you want your elbow flexed to 90 degrees. So from there, you're going to be placing your arm on the wall. From here, you want to rotate away from the wall. Make sure that your hips are not the ones compensating for it. Make sure that your torso is actually moving away. Once you hit like a 7 on 10 for discomfort, what you want to do is actually move your arm up and down the wall. This will actually help target different fibers of the pec. This way you'll get the full release in the pec to maximize the effectiveness of what you exactly are stretching. So go ahead and try that out and let me know how it feels.
90 degrees.
Yep.
And
Make sure to get a little bit closer. You can have your foot over this way here. Exactly. Now try to square up your shoulders. Exactly. Once you feel that tension, go ahead and move your arm up and down, and you should feel the tension ripple along your pec. So this is a good way to make sure to blast through all the adhesions that could be lingering in your pectoralis major. Part 2 of our sequence is going to be an activation for the erectors. So we're going to go ahead and sit down on our chairs, and this motion is going to happen in 4 bits. We're going to have our backward C, and we're going to have a forward C. Put your fists together, rotate to the left, and then rotate to the right. If you want to do a little bit extra, you can go ahead and lean over. This is a nice stretch for the lats. This will allow you to get a little bit of an extra stretch. This quick 10-second exercise, done a couple of times per day, can help keep your back nice and loose, and hopefully keep you from having too many tensions and blockages throughout your workday.
So if you live in Montreal and you want one of our treatments, you can save 10% off your treatment by applying our discount code MTL10.
and if you work in an office, you can save 15% by using discount code OFFICE15.
And just remember, that's how you realign your axis.